Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
Their lives packed on top of a moving freight train known as the Beast. Migrants seeking a new beginning over the Mexican border. These mostly from Venezuela, men, women and children, families clambering aboard where they can outside the Mexican town of Arapuato. They're part of a new wave of thousands amid a surge in illegal migration to the US. Sleeping on top of cardboard boxes here, these people had been waiting days next to tracks for an opportunity. Jorvier says, despite the risk we take, I would say we have no alternatives until we reach our destination. Mayala's here too, with her partner and 6 children. She says, my goal is to be able to get to the United States and enter legally with my family, to have the opportunity to work, for my children to study, learn languages and new things. Large numbers continue to overwhelm officials as they pour into Texas border towns. El Paso's described as at breaking point. More than 8,000 turned up in the city of Eagle Pass this week. The US Homeland Security Secretary visited the president of Honduras in Texas.
We are seeing an increase in the number of migrants arriving at our southern border. This is a reflection of the fact that the number of displaced people, not only in the entire Western Hemisphere, but globally, is at an historic high. Our immigration system is absolutely broken. Our immigration system is absolutely broken.
All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. All right, now, so I'm going to ask that most of you, if not all of you, bear with me, whereas some of you may be confused in why I am starting the video the way I am with the immigration of Mexicans into the USA. Whereas further in the video, you will see how this unfortunate situation of so many people in Mexico risking their lives to sneak into the USA is somewhat relating with the frauditors out in California. Now, I'm going to take a good guess that most of you, if not all of you, have seen the video that Frauditor trolled through out there in reference to the 8 individuals, and that included the POS who calls himself Riverside Accountability. That piece of shit of a human. For those of you familiar with that piece of shit, well, you know that he has a nasty reputation of pepper spraying people, and that's after antagonizing people. And we're talking business owners, not government employees. I mean, yes, he does screw with the government as well, but as I've mentioned in many of my videos, these frauditors are not just attacking law enforcement officers, public employees. They are attacking the regular average we the people. And this piece of shit who says he's out there fighting for rights, well, if you guys are familiar with his videos, then you know, again, piece of shit of a human. He makes his money with let's just say with over 180,000 subscribers, and his videos are getting the views. He's making a nice chunk of money. So let's just say that the POS has figured out that if he can give the supporters, and we all know, guys, the supporters, they get off on people being belittled, treated like shit. Well, hey, he can make a living off of it, and he's making a decent living at that. Okay, so now again, I say, for those of you that got to watch the video that Frauditor trolled threw out there of the 8 individuals that got arrested with the Operation Accountability, and let me commend the Cali law enforcement officers, because most of you that follow me and know me pretty much know me well, I have a dislike for Cali enforcement officers. They let these frauditors get away with a lot of BS, okay? And unfortunately, if you let these knuckleheads get away with the crap that they've been doing for some time now, well, shit, now everybody's jumping into it and wants to do the same shit. Now, as I said, with the immigration of Mexicans sneaking into the USA, now, don't take me wrong, guys, I have no racism in me, okay? And one way or another, we are all immigrants or descendant of an immigrant, okay? I give anybody the respect that wants to better their lives, the lives of their kids, and so on. Now, the only thing that I have mixed emotions about is being here illegally, because when you're here illegally, you're pretty much making your problems our problems. And I think it's safe to say that we have enough of our own shit that we have to worry about others. But again, as you saw in the opening of the video here, thousands, and I'm talking about thousands daily, are trying to better their lives of their families, and they come out here, and most of them, not most of them, but a good portion of them end up in California. And let's just say, unfortunately, when you're illegal, you got to settle for whatever you can to make a quick buck to survive, and street vending comes into the picture. There's no background checks. You make yourself a cart, and if you have skills in cooking or selling something, well, hey, you join the street vendors. Now, for those of you that got to watch the, again, I say the Fraud of the Troll video, now, you pretty much, if you look at this picture here, this is Alex. And Alex Emonado, I don't know how to pronounce the last name properly. He is like a spokesperson for the street vendors. And I ended up following Alex last year. I became one of his followers on Instagram when they had that incident, if you guys remember, when Silence Beta Boy, that piece of shit, okay, ended up getting a street vendor arrested. Let me give you a quick refresher on that incident, and that's how I got involved with Alex.
Aquí te la quería encontrar, perra. Mira lo que haces para sobrevivir, qué vergüenza.
And for you non-speaking Spanish individuals watching the videos, what came out of Beta Boy's mouth was, look at what you're doing to make a living, you dog. Think about what he just told this lady here. Look at what you're doing to make a living, you dog. this comes from an individual that, if you're familiar with his videos, the asshole has a habit of going to food places that have outdoor furniture whatsoever, if you want to call it furniture, patio furniture, whatever, okay? They want to offer those people that want to enjoy their meal outdoors in the sun with the fresh air, okay? Again, I say, if you're familiar with his videos, this knucklehead wants to stand a foot away, a foot or two away from a person that's trying to enjoy a meal, and there are times that the person has either their girlfriend or wife or a family, or it's just incredible, right? And just stand there like an idiot recording you as if you're some kind of animal, an amusement for his supporters that watch his videos. And this is what he considers fighting for rights now, okay? Now, again, this lady, in my eyes, that's a hustle, okay? The food is spicy. Mexican food to me is spicy, but it's good. I prefer this compared to somebody out there on the street selling drugs or the shit that this asshole does. But I consider what she does a legit hustle, okay? And this belittling comes from an asshole who makes his living antagonizing people. But let's get back to the video, because belittling her was not the only thing he did. Check it out.
Yo no ando de ambulante.
Llámame a la policía.
No ando con ambulante, perra. Me tocaste, ya te voy a echar la policía, me pegaste.
And here he's telling her, you just touched my hand and I'm going to call the police and have you arrested.
A ver si vienen. I got assaulted by a lady.
What happened?
I was filming on the sidewalk and she assaulted. She hit my hand.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I got it on video.
Okay. Do you need the ambulance or anything?
No.
Do you know where she went?
She's over there, and then some other two guys wanted to fight me.
Okay.
So that's why I left over there. I'm over here.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're okay. Are they still there?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to happen? You want a private person's arrest?
Could that be done?
That could be done, but you're gonna be the one going to court. You place them in arrest, okay? And understand that since this is a misdemeanor, not committed in our presence, they also have the right, based on what their statement is, to place you in arrest as well. So I would like to talk to them first, find out what the situation is, what happened.
Even though I didn't do nothing, that's...
Well, unfortunately, that's the portion of it. That's where it comes along to us, based off the statements, based on what they're saying to us. We have to do our investigation. So let's step off the driveway.
Okay.
So tell me real quick, what happened?
I was filming on the sidewalk, filming that specific person, because you could do that. That's public.
Yeah, of course.
She comes out to my camera and smacks my hand.
She smacks your hand?
Yeah.
What was her reasoning?
Because I was filming her.
Okay.
You have every right to film, but you don't have no
Did she
right.
ask you not to film or anything on that?
No.
She just came up to you, just hit her
Yeah.
on the hand? Okay. And then after that, what happened?
After that, two guys came out and they wanted to fight me, so that's why I moved from over there to the escalator.
Okay, you said you had it on camera?
Yeah.
Can I see it real quick?
Yeah.
All right, so did you pick up on the statement that Beta Boy threw at the officer here, that the female vendor assaulted him now? Assaulted him because he was just recording her, okay? And mind you, he feels that he has every right to record people. Did you pick up on that one? Now, mind you, do you notice when these frauditors want to play victim, they fail to leave out certain things, such as the fact that he was belittling her, making fun of her, what she does to make a living living, as well as calling her a female dog. Now, I think that would have been considered like fighting words. I think it would have justified what she was, her little smack on his hand deal. What do you guys think about that? But let's just say he did get the officer to arrest the lady. And that's when, my God, please, everybody in that area was looking to whip his ass. And that's how I came across Alex, because on Instagram, oh my God, please, there was so much talk. If you guys are familiar with that incident, that happened last year. I think it was last year or the year before. It's been so long now that my head is not all there at times. But again, for those of you familiar with this incident, Beta Boy was on the run. Beta Boy was not going out there recording nobody. He went on, I don't know, he was hiding out from everybody. Anytime he put he likes to play old videos, whatever the hell they call it, okay? But whenever you would see him putting a live stream on talking to his subscribers, you'd see his head like a chicken to the left, to the right. He wanted to make sure that while he's communicating with his subscribers, nobody would run up and whip his ass. But again, this is when I came across Alex, okay? I joined his following him on Instagram or whatever, because I wanted to see at this time when this happened with this lady here. Listen, people were out there truly looking to whip his ass. He ended up getting his channel demonetized, or matter of fact, not demonetized, got it taken down for like, I don't know, 2 weeks, or maybe I think it was 2 weeks or whatever. And I don't know how the hell he did it. But he got YouTube to reinstate the channel, okay? But again, let's not get off track here. That's how I came across Alex, okay? And Alex, I will show you, he became a speaker for the vendors, because not only this fool piece of shit that he is was belittled this lady and got her arrested, but street vendors in general were having issues with the general public out there in that part of California. I think a lot of the people out there realize that the street vendors out there, the majority of them are illegal, so they would take advantage. Let me show you this little quick clip on this street vendor unfortunate what was happening to the street vendors.
If you know of a vendor that, sells down your block, go spend some 20-30 minutes with that person.
He's the guy known for sticking up for street vendors in Southern California who've either been physically or verbally attacked.
We're here to let them know that they're not alone.
Activist Eden Enamorado.
For anyone thinking about attacking street vendors, this is what's going to happen. You're going to have a major backlash.
Not only showing support for street vendors, but also involved in rowdy protests like this one in front of the Fontana mayor's home last month over a controversial ordinance involving street vendors.
As you see, we're outside our house. We're exercising our First Amendment right.
But according to detectives, there's a different side to Eden Enamorado, along with 7 other protesters in his group now under arrest, accused of several felony crimes, including assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, and kidnapping.
This group is not about substance for the human condition, but rather clickbait for cash.
San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon Dykes says the group was also leading a protest in front of the Victorville Sheriff's Station in September. But at an incident earlier that day, he says Enamorado and others stopped a group of people at a local car wash, surrounded their vehicle, and attacked them, then edited their video and posted it online to further their cause.
All right, so let me stop the video here, whereas this is where Alex joined forces with a few of the frauditors out in Cali. The piece of shit Riverside Accountability, South Central Audits, that knucklehead, and another knucklehead who calls himself Green Hat Audits. Now, I tried to get a couple of videos off his channel, but apparently he done removed every video off his channel, and now he only has live stream or podcast, some crap like that, okay? Funny how when shit gets stirred up, now they're deleting videos. But that Green Hat Audits, that knucklehead, why I wanted to do a video on him, because he was following public employees when they would get off of work. He was following them to their home. Think about that, guys, okay? This is, in my opinion, where the street vendors and frauditors were weaponizing the First Amendment. Think about it. Weaponizing the First Amendment to further their cause. Again, I say, Alex, who I kind of looked up to, I said, damn, he's fighting for the little guy who's out there trying to survive. But unfortunately, some of the stuff that he was fighting, I could understand why local government were giving the street vendors a hard time, such as it was dramatic to get a license to sell food. Food, guys, okay? You know food is dramatic. The government, local government wanted to make sure that if they're going to give you a license to sell food, your little cart or whatever the hell you're using to cook your food has to be appropriate, okay? A place where you wash your hands and so on, okay? So, I understood these people. Again, this is why I included the migration of the Mexicans. They came out here. I understand they're trying to better their lives and so on. Now, I understand also that to become legal in the USA, it's not an overnight thing. So, again, a lot of them come over here. Street vending is a quick, easy thing. All you got to do is get yourself a cart and you start selling food or items and so on, right? Now, Alex, I honestly thought he was doing something good. The next thing you know, he realizes that the frauditors, hold on, they're able to manipulate the law, manipulate the Constitution, the First Amendment, okay? Amazing what you can do with a damn cell phone, okay? Again, I say, Alex, thinking further, hey, shit happens, okay? You use all your resources, and again, this is where Alex joined up with the frauditors. Now, this particular protest that the protest was in reference to a young girl who got body slammed by an officer. Now, mind you, don't feel sorry for the young girl because the officer was shooting pepper balls out of a pepper ball gun, and the girl, the teenage girl, disarmed the officer. Oh, so she opened the door for herself to be picked up and body slammed, okay? Now, again, the protest is not the only thing that got Alex into hot water, but this is where also Riverside Accountability ended up pepper spraying an individual on the ground, while on the ground. Now, the whole thing started, again, if you're paying attention to the news here, a car was trying to leave the car wash. This young lady here wants to throw herself in front of the car to stop it from leaving the car wash. Now, the passenger of the vehicle, I think it was a dumb thing to do, but the passenger of the vehicle ends up opening the door to get out, and ended up when he opened the door, hit this one individual here who's also one of the 8 individuals, Wendy, okay? And that stirred them up, okay? The next thing you know, they're jumping him, they're beating on his ass, and the only thing that I say, again, yeah, I would have never got out the vehicle. I mean, I would have, I don't know. I would have been running people over if I felt my life was in danger. But again, the idea that they stopped the vehicle from leaving the car wash, the passenger tried to, I don't know if you want to call a play hero. Okay, I guess, get the hell out of the way. I want to get the hell out of here. He didn't have nothing to do with the protest, but the next thing you know, he's getting his ass beat, and Riverside, the piece of shit that he is, ends up pepper spraying the guy while he's on the ground. So again, not only did this little protest get Alex into hot water, but this is the incident that got David into arrested and hopefully sent away for a good amount of time, the piece of shit. But let me show you that little quick clip.
Protesters clash with deputies in Victorville. This comes after a brawl at a high school football game where a teenage girl was reportedly body slammed by a deputy. Hello, and thank you for joining us.
Today, a disturbance erupting when some in the crowd got into altercations with deputies. At least a couple of people seen being detained after confronting and shoving officers. This is all related to the brawl Friday evening after a football game at Victor Valley High School. Multiple fights broke out. According to authorities, a deputy fired pepper balls to disperse the crowd, and a 16-year-old girl grabbed the pepper ball launcher. Now, the violent confrontation that followed was captured on cell phone video. We can tell you that video shows a deputy grabbing the teen and slamming her to the ground.
That's right, bitch. That's right, bitch. That's right, bitch. That's right, bitch. That's right.
Their cause.
This group manipulates videos and photos on social media in an attempt to make them look like they're protectors of underrepresented people. However, they use racism to threaten and intimidate their victims, causing them to get on their knees to beg for forgiveness while still assaulting them. What this group does is not protected by the First Amendment. It's illegal.
Well-known activist in Southern California, and we know that he has helped many people down on their luck. But tonight, that activist sits in jail on suspicion of multiple felonies.
Mire, mi nombre es Eden Enamorado. Yo soy activista para vendedores.
For years, Eden Alex Enamorado has been a fierce defender of street vendors who are attacked or racially discriminated against.
Abolish! Abolish!
But now, Enamorado and 7 others are accused of breaking the law during organized protests.
They use racism to threaten and intimidate their victims, causing them to get on their knees to beg for forgiveness while still assaulting them.
The 36-year-old activist and 7 of his alleged accomplices were arrested early Thursday morning. The group is facing several felonies, including assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, conspiracy, and criminal threats.
What this group does is not protected by the First Amendment.
The San Bernardino sheriff says helping street vendors and victims of attack isn't the real motive for Enamorado and the 7 others.
This group manipulates videos and photos on social media in an attempt to make them look like they're protectors of underrepresented people. This group is not about substance for the human condition, but rather clickbait for cash.
And this is the result of a multi-agency investigation that lasted several months. All 8 people remain in jail tonight without bail, and their court hearing has been scheduled for Monday.
Activists and 7 others are behind bars accused of serious crimes.
And KCAL assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk. Now, Mike, we actually just interviewed this man.
We did. Monday night, Leslie Marin was working on a story about street vendors that were being robbed. This activist hired security to be able to protect those. Now he is in the custody of the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. I want to show you some video here. This is of the suspect now, Eden Alex Enamorado. Now, he is a longtime activist of street vendors. He frequently defends street vendors against what he calls some injustices to them, even protesting people that he believes treat street vendors badly. This is some video from his Instagram when he was out in Fontana protesting a person that he and the group claimed mistreated a street vendor. And not exact details on what that mistreatment was, but this is a frequent occurrence for him where he would go to various houses. Now, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says this was in the city of Pomona, Fontana, Victorville, and one other city out there in San Bernardino County. Today, they held a press conference. They called it Operation Accountability. They accuse Enamorado, as well as these 7 others, of very serious crimes, including false imprisonment, kidnapping, assault with a deadly weapon, felon in possession of a firearm, a long list of charges saying they went too far during these protests and even took it a step further to accuse them of only doing this for money on social media. Take a listen.
Videos of the truth were manipulated and put out to the public to make it look like an underserved population was being represented, kind of Robin Hoodish, when in fact there was felonious activity behind this. They have a large following. The more they get, the more money they make as it relates to how the systems that they operate within work. They're more about not substance for what their issues are, but really getting that clickbait and making money off of that, just like any internet influencer does.
Yeah, now, Pat.
All right, so let me stop the video here, and I want you guys to look at the big picture. Think about how I opened the video up with the Mexicans sneaking into the USA, okay? And listen, I respect anybody who wants to better their lives, better the lives of their families and so on, okay? I have no issues with that. Unfortunately, again, I say I got mixed emotions because we got a lot going on. We got a lot of our own problems, and here people are flocking by the thousands, guys, by the thousands. You heard the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security state, our immigration system is broken, and that concerns all of us, okay? Thousands of people every day sneaking into the USA. A lot of them that end up in California, they come across people like Alex and a piece of shit Riverside and get exploited by them, because that's what, true, in my opinion, that's what was going on. Now, I got somebody that I've been chatting with on Instagram for the last couple of days, and I want to put out a live stream that's going to open your eyes, guys, okay? Because listen, there was so much talk going on right now on Instagram. There's a little bit of people that don't really like Alex too much that is implying that he was collecting a protection fee. Think about that shit, okay? Alex, in my opinion, I honestly thought he was doing something good, sticking up for the little guy. But again, a lot of these individuals from Mexico, they come out here, they're illegal, they can't get a legit job. What's the quickest thing to do? You get yourself a cart, or you get yourself a hookup where you could get items, clothing, flowers, roses, whatever the hell, and you go on the corner, stand on the corner, whatever, and sell it, okay? So again, Alex, who in my opinion I thought was doing something good, might have started with good intentions, but the next thing you know, he started exploiting them. And then he joined forces with the Frauditors, okay? Assuming, because as we all know, the Frauditors, they've learned how to manipulate the California officers, okay? And that's one of the reasons, if you know me, I have a hard-on with law enforcement out in Cali. They bow down to these guys, okay? So, again, these Mexicans that are out there in California who are out there illegally, they get manipulated by individuals like Alex and a piece of shit Riverside, okay? Hey, we're fighting the government and we're gonna help you get legal and so on. Where, you know, these illegals, they see them as like gods or whatever, okay? They watch their videos, and think about it, when I started putting videos out on Riverside, the guy had like 25,000 subscribers. 3, 4, 5 months, the guy's over 180,000 subscribers. Listen to me, guys. The guy's making decent money from YouTube, okay? His videos get the views, okay? People want to see people treated like shit, especially government, public employees and police, okay? There's so much that I wanted to put in this video, but it would have been over an hour, okay? And I know you guys ain't gonna watch that. You guys want to see 10, 15-minute videos. So I'm pushing it as it is, but I want to put so much out there. And depending on what happens tomorrow will be Monday, see what happens. If these guys are still locked up and they end up, I got somebody on Instagram that I've been chatting with for the last couple of days. Again, I say, they're pretty much saying that Alex was getting paid protection money. Again, Alex joined forces with the Frauditors because he sees the kind of power they got over the California cops, okay? Now, both of them, Alex and the piece of shit Frauditor, they're manipulating the Mexicans over there that come out here that are illegal, sell them a story. Here, look, we're fighters, we're freedom fighters, and listen, the illegals, all they got to do is click on their video. Hey, I like your video. Click. YouTube pays them good money. Think about it. And that's another thing that I want to tackle is put the video of Operation Accountability with a nice formal letter and send that shit to YouTube. Let YouTube know, damn it, you're complicit in this bullshit, what's going on in California, okay? And listen, half of me already knows that YouTube don't give a damn. As long as they're making money off the frauditors, in my opinion, they don't give a damn. But we all gotta fight YouTube together too. And if we can't get through YouTube, the next best thing is to go through the go to the advertisers. Those commercials that you see within the videos or whatever, start sending them letters. Listen, hey, you're complicit in this shit. Send them a copy of a link to the video that they're supporting, damn it. Is this what you want? Listen, I'm all for anybody who wants to stand up for their rights, man. I'm truly for that, man. Now, I don't want to live in a police state or the government up my ass or whatever, but you gotta be, if you really open your eyes, damn it, and look at what these frauditors are doing, they're not fighting for nobody's rights, man. They're abusing people. That's why I do this shit, man. It burns a hole in my ass to see these guys treat our public employees like shit. And the cops, let me tell you, as much as I get pissed off at the California cops for bowing down to them, I gotta sympathize with them too. They don't want to lose their job. They don't want to get sued. And the DAs and the judges too gotta take blame in this shit. But again, let me know your thoughts on the video, guys. And let me tell you, I'm gonna put the video. I'm gonna show you the video that pretty much put Alex into hot water. Okay, a lady who owned property was renting out to a street vendor, and I can only imagine the street vendor burnt her for some money. That the lady turned off the street vendor's gas and electric, and Alex and the piece of shit frauditor Riverside ended up going to her house. You heard that on the news, guys. These guys were going to people's homes. Okay, so again, this is not fighting for anybody's rights. When you start going to somebody's house with your cell phone and they can't even leave their house, that's where that forced imprisonment comes into play. Okay, come on, that's not fighting for rights. You're terrorizing people. Again, domestic terrorist. Okay, but let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Damn it.
I spoke to one of the neighbors and they told me that she's here right now. She's not? Yes, she is. Stop lying.
Stop lying.
Stop lying. You're a liar. You're a liar. I'm gonna tell you right now. How would you like it? You have your AC on, right?
No, I don't.
You have your AC on, right? Yes, it was. It was on when I got here.
No,
how would you like for me to cut off your gas and your AC? How would you like that? Look, I did not disrespect you. I did not disrespect you because you're over here defending her.
I'm not defending her.
Yes, you are.
I don't really care.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are defending her. Yeah.
Susana López, la que vive aquí es una racista. Es una racista. Y se cree dueña que le corta las utilidades a un vendedor ambulante y amenazó a un señor y amenazó a un niño de 14 años. Lo amenazó. Amenazó a un niño de 14 años. He threatened a 14-year-old child and then she cut off his gas for 30 days.
So
we have videos. We have videos of her hitting his window with a hammer. You know it. Susana Lopez, I know you're in there. I know you're in there. Stop fucking lying. I know you're in there.
She was just in there.
Yeah? Yeah, she's a coward. You know, she don't show her face. We went to DNA today, too. We went to DNA. And now we know where the fuck you live. Now we know you have been exposed, Susana Lopez. You have been exposed. You threatened a 14-year-old child with your gang-banging homies, but you couldn't show your face yesterday. That's right. We're not talking to you. We're not talking to you. We're talking to Susana Lopez that's in there hiding. We're talking to Susana Lopez that's in there hiding. That's what we're talking about. That's exactly who we are talking about. We're not talking to you. Susana Lopez, you have been exposed. Completely exposed. You're a racist, you're a bigot, and you're not even a landlord, but you're using your dad to cut off gas, and you're committing fraud. You're supposedly a caregiver full-time, but you're accepting a 6-figure salary from DNA. You threatened a man and his child with immigration. You cut off his gas. You are a nuisance. You're a parent. All of your neighbors know how much you complain so much here. I already spoke with all your neighbors here. How much you fucking complain.
Like fucking right here in front of our door.
Fuck yeah, I am.
And he looks like a little bitch, honestly.
Who looks like a little bitch? Who looks like a little bitch? Susana Lopez, the one that's threatening a 14-year-old?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that?
Why are they right in front of our door, though? I don't get it.
Tell her bitch has to come here.
She knows why we're here. She knows why we're here.
Why are they right here at our house?
Because she threatened a street vendor with immigration and she cut off his gas for 30 days. 30 days. No.
And she's threatening a 14-year-old. And
she's threatening a 14-year-old. Now we're here to expose you. We exposed you at your job. We exposed you at your parents' house. That's what I thought. Close the door.
This is her car, y'all. Look, this is her car. Right here. This is her car right there. That's her license plate. And check out what she has in the back, bro. You gotta watch out with this lady right here, man. Look at that.
Oh shit.
Fucking robe,
Filero?
knife, filero. Look at that shit. La señora es una racista, compa. ¿Ah? Ataca a la gente trabajadora. Amenaza. Should have told her she did. She's a Karen, man.
Yep.
You heard from the neighbors. She's a nuisance to everybody.
Yep. This is it.
We're here.
This is the house right here. Susana Lopez.
Right here.
Racist lady.
This is her car right there.
Turning off power and electricity to their tenants and shit. Negative. We're not gonna
She's
give
not so
up.
tough now that we expose where she lives. Susana Lopez cutting off gas, cutting off AC. We have all the videos. We have all the proof. Feel free to go to my page, Enamorado Alex _ You'll find everything you need to see. What type of woman, what type of person this person is. Threatening a minor with her gangbanger.
Let me see if it says the address right
Cutting
here.
off gas utilities for 30 days. Yo, I'm right here. We're right here, Susana Lopez. You're a lady. And you're real tough with a minor. Real tough threatening a minor. Real tough cutting off gas. You're a bandida. What kind of Mexican calls ICE immigration on another Mexican? What is that? We're holding you accountable.
She does this, keeps on opening the door and closing the door. Fucking pussy hiding.